Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talk. Hope everybody's having a great day. We just finished off our big, one of our special events. We still have another one next week. So this was just one of the couple that we're actually doing this month for our members events. Now, today I kind of, after I finished up that, because I finished up, just before about 11:30-ish, getting it loaded up and everything. And then I got into reading some stuff and I kind of put off making the video. And here it is, 4:10 now in the morning, with this video going up in less than 2 hours. And I find it interesting. I was kind of waiting because I was watching the gold price, and I actually thought I would be doing a video about gold busting 3,400. It did not quite make it. It made it up to 33.95.60 roughly, $4.40 short from the big $3,400, but it's still super exciting. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. If you guys enjoy the video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and as always, if you're not subscribed, help me out, do the ultimate and hit that subscribe button. So what is happening? More and more money is moving into gold. There's a lot of money still moving into silver. It's not like silver is just getting totally left in the dust. In fact, as of right now, silver is up 22 cents so far in overnight trading, and that's 0.68%. Gold really outshining silver today, up $62 or 1.86%, continuing to climb higher. It does make the gold-silver ratio push even higher. Personally, though, I just think that just means opportunity, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for opportunity to buy, but I'm looking for opportunity to buy on some sort of a dip. And even though we got up that high and we came crashing down, I guess you could say, looking at the chart, it looks like it's crashing down, but is it really down? I mean, it came down 20 bucks. It never even gave back where it was at the start of the day. So we're going to see how this plays out as the day goes on. We are in a awesome run right now. A lot of people are moving into precious metals. More and more people are talking about it. I find it funny mainstream media still don't want to talk about it. They want to talk about Bitcoin. They want to talk about everything else. Speaking of Bitcoin, since I haven't looked at it even in a couple of days, let's just see what Bitcoin is at. Bitcoin right now up 3%, or $2,500 at 87,633. You hear about this all the time. Even when Bitcoin goes down, they still say, they keep downplaying gold as Bitcoin, oh, it still did better than gold over the last 2 years or whatever, and they just keep pushing this out more and more because really it looks like there's no stopping gold. I can't even make an argument right now to anything compare silver to gold even. I'll be honest. I still do like silver. I know the majority of the camp is in the gold camp, the majority of the people that watch the videos. We did multiple surveys, and it keeps coming back. Pretty much 55% of the audience is pro gold over silver, and 45% is pro silver over gold. Now, with the gold silver ratio as high as it is right now, and here we are, really, we're probably going to break it right now live. Well, not live, but right now while I'm filming, because I'm watching it creep up again, and it's been super exciting watching it. Because we are getting closer and closer to another new record, even though we're at a new record technically right now. A lot of people are wondering, when is silver going to jump up? When are we going to see the big gains on silver that we're not seeing right so far? Personally, it could take a while, but I think eventually it's going to pop. How high? And by a while, I might mean a week or two, maybe a month at most. Because what you got to understand is the gold-silver ratio, every time it pops up this high, it all of a sudden comes crashing down. And it comes crashing down rapidly. And it comes crashing down with one of two things. Either silver price all of a sudden pops up, or gold price has a big pullback. Now, right now, it doesn't look like there's any kind of a pullback coming for gold. A lot of people say there's a pullback coming, but they'll also say that pullback is coming, and there it is. I think it's going to go here in just a minute. We're at 33.96. I'm watching the little number over here, 33.96, 20, 40, 30. I don't know. It's just too exciting to even do a video on it. But I think eventually, as the gold-silver ratio continues to go higher and higher, there's going to be a lot of people that all of a sudden will flood into silver. And when that does happen, it's going to drastically move silver, I believe. I think it's going to be hard to see any kind of a sizable pullback in gold right now because of what is going on. More and more people are worried about inflation. More and more people are worried about the numbers. And a lot of people really believe that there is a rate coming in just a couple weeks. And if that rate cut comes, essentially that's not going to be good for the dollar. It could even cause us to get downgraded from our status that we're at now. If that happens, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, how quick it can drop. Taking a quick look, since I just brought up DXY, I'm curious what the DXY is. And I apologize. Oh my gosh. 98, almost 97. I apologize if I yawn because I am burning the candle at both ends. I did not expect to pop open the DXY and see it at 98 because essentially they've got to keep this propped up. They've got to keep the dollar looking good. That way people want to buy U.S. bonds and essentially fund our never-ending debt. I didn't pull up the debt clock, the U.S. debt clock, but as you know, the U.S. debt clock is horrible. We're over $36.6 trillion in the hole. No intent of ever being able to pay that. All we can do is pretty much just keep borrowing money and try to stay afloat for as long as we can. Obviously, they are trying to cut funding where they can, cut money. But the truth of the matter is you can't sustain this amount of spending if you ain't cutting and expect that people are still going to want to loan you money. It's kind of like a credit card. If you borrow a lot of money on your credit card and, eventually they're not going to want to loan you any more money because they're going to realize that you can't pay back the situation you're in. And I think we're pretty much at that point now for the dollar, and the dollar has been coming down. This has been a interesting trend. If you look out like a month, you can kind of start to see it really coming down. And I find it super interesting. Like I've said a couple times, one of the mentors that I actually follow said that we would not be back over 100 for the DXY index. And at the time, we were just under 100 in here, and I said that's kind of risky to make a call like that over the last week. And here we are. Literally, we were at 99.3, 99.3, 99. I mean, we were just hovering, and now it's finally starting to break down. And it's probably not going to be long before we hit into 97. What is going on? The truth of the matter is they've been debasing the currency for a while now. And I think now more and more lenders to the United States are kind of getting tired of it. They're tired of really the risk of continuing to loan to us. And so I think we're going to continue to see, I thought it was going to pop as soon as I switched over. I was expecting it to pop, but we did not quite pop it. That's why more and more people are going to gold. When stuff starts breaking down, gold is the ultimate safe haven. Now, will something happen today that will smack the price of gold down? Because if gold does get smacked down, it should take silver down with it, even though gold is going up at this point 2% to every 0.5% on silver. That's why I say this spread cannot keep going forever. The highest the spread has ever been was 125 to 1. We showed that in a previous video. And essentially here we are now at 104 to 1 right this minute, I think. So we'll see how that plays out. With that being said, like I said, it's not going to be a long video today. I'm not going to sit here and just try to drag it out 10 minutes. A fairly short video just because of everything going on and it's super late. With that being said, I will see you guys again tomorrow. with another great video. I'll be putting up a short tonight. Congratulations, I got to say this, to JC Stacking. You were the winner last night. And if you're watching this video and you didn't watch that one, I apologize for, what do they call it? Ruining it, I guess. Ruining the surprise. Whenever I talk about movies, I always give away too much. And they're like, dude, don't ruin the movie. So now you probably won't need to go watch the whole thing because now you know you won. So congratulations. It does take a little bit to get everything ironed out. Shoot me an email, get you verified first. But don't worry, you'll get it. It just sometimes it takes a few weeks. I'm actually working with one for AI right now because he's overseas. I kind of feel bad. I want him to get it, but I always worry about the tracking. So I don't know how that one's going to play out yet, even though he did shoot me an email and say if I want to send it to his son here in the United States, that was perfectly okay. I'm happy that he won. I'm happy that everybody wins. I wish I could give a prize to everybody. So with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys again tomorrow on T-Square Talk. I'm exhausted, so take care, everybody. I'm about ready to go to bed as soon as I get this video loaded. And I'm probably not going to get to see, although the excitement is right there, so I don't know. I'm going to try to go to bed, but honestly, I don't think I'll be able to go to bed until it breaks it, unless it really starts coming down. So we'll see. Darn, I wanted to see it break it so bad. Thank you all for watching. Have a great night. Bye-bye.